morning or afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. Welcome to a very humid King's Dominion and one of the most picturesque entry gate views at any theme park. Got the nice big King's Dominion sign, the fountains, the Eiffel Tower. It's get much better than that when you're walking into a theme park. So the original intent of today's live stream, because we don't go live very often, we were planning on going around the park and taking a look at how the crowd levels are, with Memorial Day being the unofficial start to the summer season in the US. It tends to, on a typical day, draw the crowds. So I wanted to go and take a look at what the crowd levels were like around the park, just to give you an idea of why we tend to recommend avoiding, like the plague, coming to amusement parks on Memorial Day weekend if you can. However, as we've been walking around, because we were here as soon as the park opened, so we've been here for a little bit already, the crowds don't seem to be all that bad after all. So we might have to pivot a little bit and try looking at other things, but yeah, the crowds are decent. It might be because, if you can see behind the Eiffel Tower there, the clouds are a little bit ugly. They were calling for a whole bunch of rain today. It was actually supposed to start raining right about now. Thankfully, it's held off, which is really good to see. But yeah, I think the rain and the weather forecast might be keeping people away today. Still, the plan is to go around the park, take a look at what they have going on for Memorial Day. I want to walk over here and take a look at the map real quick while we're right here near the map. Show you, we are currently right here at the front gate by the fountain. The plan is to go up through Old Virginia and up around, go by over to Candy Apple Grove, and then maybe into a little bit of Silk City. I'm not super comfortable taking a camera into a water park, but we might look at it from a distance. That's probably where the bulk of the crowd's going to be anyway, because it's opening weekend for Silk City. So I might take a little bit of a look at that, but I won't go too deep in there. We'll continue on around into Jungle Expedition, and then through Planet Snoopy and back toward International Street to end the stream. So let's continue to walk down International Street. This is where, from what we've seen, it looks like this is where most of their Memorial Day decorations are. So it'll be interesting to see if other parts that we haven't visited yet today have any good decorations. At the far end of the fountain is the Grand Bandstand. We had heard that they were doing a show from the 380th Army Band was supposed to be performing at 1. We were hoping to kick off the stream over there at the Grand Bandstand and watch a little bit of the show before we got our walk around the park underway, but it doesn't look like that's actually happening today. I don't know if they only did it Saturday and Sunday, or if they didn't do it at all, if the threat of rain caused them to cancel the show. It's a little bit disappointing because I was looking forward to at least catching a couple of songs from them. I didn't want to hold us there for the entire show, but I did want to see a little bit of that. I hope that it was just an entire cancellation and we didn't miss something. But anyway, here you go. You can see as we walk along the fountain here, they have these Stars and Stripes banners on the fence, which aren't typically here. Most of the flags that are on the buildings as you walk down here, if you've never been to King's Dominion before, it's called International Street for a reason. They usually have these international flags here, but for Memorial Day they've changed it to American flags. And to further the international feel on most days, they have these banners up here with welcome in various languages. A couple more a little farther down the path here. Yeah, lots of red, white, and blue today, which I enjoy. So this structure here past the sunny umbrellas, that's the lighting rig for the Grand Bandstand. That's where the Grand Bandstand is over here. This is where the 380th Army Band should have been playing, we were hoping. But there you have it. It's just an empty stage. There we go. Here is your nice view of the Eiffel Tower. Let me see. Let's see if I can get a really good view of it from here while I wait for Jen to catch up to me. Unfortunately, they haven't been letting people up into the Eiffel Tower for a while now. The one at Kings Island is still allowing people up there, but Kings Dominion is not, and it's been that way for quite some time. Oh, there's Jen. Okay, so all right. Say hi, Jen. So there we go. Let's ooh, there we go. Let's get going over into the Old Virginia area. What are you doing? There we go. And this is the reason why we don't live stream much. I don't like when that happens. Let's go take a walk here. Got your typical Ritas. It seems like all of the Cedar Fair parks are getting Ritas, which is, this Rita's been here for a while, but it's unfortunate that the Cedar Fair parks have all been adopting Ritas now. Busch Gardens is doing it too. Not that I have anything against Ritas, but it's nice to have some originality in the parks. The refresh station over here, they have a classic traditional American flag with the rounded stars here. Since we're getting into Old Virginia, it kind of makes sense that they're going old time with the flag. You can see just walking down here, of course, this isn't a queue for anything, so that probably thins out the crowd a little bit coming down here, but there's not really a whole lot of people here. It was way later than I was expecting. The old 4D theater, abandoned except for during haunt when they use it for one of their haunted houses. Hopefully they do something more with it at some point. I always like this waterfall here. Waterfall / bird bath at the moment. I'm surprised they didn't put some kind of American flag or something here. They always put a big skull during haunts on that waterfall, and they put a giant light up jingle bell on it during Winterfest. So that'd be a good day to put a big American flag there, but that's okay. They have plenty of American flags. They put a big one there on the Parched Pig Bar. This is one of the places we like to stop when we're in the Old Virginia area. A few different beers here, including a couple that are Kings Dominion exclusives, like the Kings Brew IPA, Coon Bailey Tropical Lager. I love when they theme beers to rides out the park. The log flume here feel real good today. It is such a humid day, mainly because of that threat of rain. I don't know what the percent humidity is, but it's got to be very high. Ah, Dogwoods Grill. I'm pretty sure that this is a new name for this place. I don't remember this being Dogwoods Grill previously. I know at Winterfest it was named after one of the reindeer. And I haven't really looked at it since we've been here a couple of times since Winterfest, but I haven't really looked at what the building was called. I assume it's been Dogwoods this whole time, I just haven't noticed. On replay, we appreciate you watching, so thanks for tuning in. They still have their sign for Grand Carnival. They actually have a bigger one out in the front of the park. They're really hyping up Grand Carnival, even though it's a couple of months away still. We're looking forward to coming back here for this week. We haven't Carnival in person yet. So they've deeply discounted some of the Grand Carnival merchandise from years past, and we did buy some of it. There's some more old-time classic American flags along here, but other than that, I don't really see a whole lot of decorations for Memorial Day in this area, despite the old Virginia theme. You'd think this would be one of the places they would really decorate. And one of the first rides we come to here are the Flyers, the Flying Eagles, and that line isn't too bad at the moment. And of course, one thing King's Dominion does great, they have you go through a gift shop to get to the Grizzly Coaster. They know what they're doing there. Let's see. Do we want to go straight or do we want to go through the tunnel? What do you think, Jen? Straight or tunnel? Alright, Jen says tunnel, so we'll go through the tunnel. Got the Sky Flyer attraction over here on this side. If we weren't going through the tunnel, we'll come back by that way anyway because Twisted Timbers is over there. We need to take a look at Twisted Timbers, but there's nobody in here, which is really nice. Love this view. Almost like twinkling stars. Well, I guess they're not twinkling, but oh, there's a sprinkler system going up there. Wow, I almost ran right into that. That's what we need when it's already humid out here. You come out of the tunnel and you come right to what used to be a really good chicken restaurant, has now the, what's it called, Old Dominion Inn VIP Lounge. So this is for prestige pass holders, the top tier season pass holders at the park. Unfortunately, we aren't that level, so we can't go inside, but hey, if you're a prestige pass holder, it's a nice perk. So let me turn around and go back toward Twisted Timbers so we can get a good look at that. I guess Jen didn't see the sprinkler system going on. She got sprinkled. They have these big apples everywhere through Candy Apple Grove. A little bit on the nose, but hey, it's fun. This Ferris wheel over here, the Americana, it's one of Jen's favorite Ferris wheels because it comes from a park from a bygone era, Geauga Lake in Ohio. That's a park that neither of us ever got to visit, and Jen is very disappointed that she never got to visit that park. I mean, a lot of their rides have gone elsewhere, and we've been able to ride them elsewhere, so that's not a huge loss, but yeah, it's pretty cool that Kings Dominion has this. They also have Dominator, which also came from Geauga Lake, too. Let's see, is the Windseeker going? Probably not. Windseeker rarely ever runs, and on a day when we're supposed to get a bunch of rain, that's most likely not gonna run. And I really want to get over to Twisted Timbers, but I also want to get away from all the copyrighted music. So they have it really playing loud here, so let me hurry up and head over here. I haven't seen Twisted Timbers go yet either. They have to have some of their coasters going. That's really going to get lines long if a lot of their big coasters aren't running. Apple's running, however, but that's just your basic mouse coaster that they have at most theme parks. Still hoping to see maybe a train going here. This barrel roll drop is a lot of fun. I think because Steel Vengeance opened the same year as Twisted Timbers, and it's at a more major theme park at Cedar Point, it gets all the attention. And to be frank, it is a better coaster, but it doesn't have this barrel roll drop. If it had that, it might be a perfect coaster, but this drop is awesome. I hope we can watch a car go down. Those clouds don't look great. I like that they have a 50s theme over here with the diner being over there, and they make the Apple's Apple sign look kind of like it's from the 50s. It's a fun little touch. I'm very glad that Apple's Apple at least is going. At least we can look at something while we cross our fingers. Oh. Yep, Twisted Timbers must have just gone down because there are people currently leaving the line, so if we happen to still be streaming when they get it back up and running, we'll come running back over here, but I don't know how bad the issue is, whatever issue they're facing. So, let's head back. Sorry, just some bad timing. Had issues with rides going down today. We were in line for Toonbeely earlier before the stream started, and that went down while we were waiting. Thankfully, we rode Anaconda and Backlot Stunt Coaster and Dominator all without any issues. Thank goodness. So those coasters, Dominator's always super dependable. I don't think we've hardly ever seen, I don't want to say never because I know it has to have gone down once in a while, but we don't see it when we're here, see it go down. So let's move through Candy Apple Grove, take a look at Delirium, see if there's any updates on when or if that will open. Probably won't, but we'll see. I fully expect Delirium to be down all of the 2024 season. There's a better look at the Sky Flyer. Nobody's on it right now, and I don't blame them because that is one ride that I won't do. I'll do a lot of things at theme parks, but not that. And of course, continuing the theme of copyrighted music, let's go and get away from this area, and especially these speakers directly, as quickly as possible. Feel like we're in the Lion King movie right now. Here, through Candy Apple Grove, they have a lot of carnival games. You can take a look at some of the prizes they have. I like these little plush, I guess, hamsters that are inside of costumes of other animals, of pigs and bunnies, bears. That's fun. Unfortunately, that game is really hard, but then again, I say that about most games because they are all really hard. Giant snakes. Got a Fool the Guesser over here. And of course, over there with the Racer in the background, Racer 75, there's an arcade back there. Personally, I'm not one to go to an arcade while at a theme park, considering, you know, there's other places you can go to play video games, but hey, if you choose to do that, that's your prerogative if you prefer that. Nothing really over here that screams Memorial Day. This building, the former site of the Mac Bowl and among various other places, is still unnamed, still unopened. I miss the Mac Bowl. That was a very good idea. It's a shame that it didn't stick. That's right over here, the Bad Apple. It feels like every single Cedar Fair park has one of these. I'm sure some don't, but it feels like they all do. All with different names. This one's the Bad Apple. You have the Troika at Cedar Point, the Kaleidoscope at Dorney Park. What else? What was the one? We were just at Carowinds. I already forgot what the name of the one at Carowinds was, but they had one too. Now here's the Delirium. Unfortunately, a giant frisbee ride. It's been down since before we renewed our season passes, so it's been a long time. Unfortunately, they have these ride is closed signs. Personally, it's one of my favorite styles of flat ride, so I wish they would fix whatever's wrong with it. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it. But yeah, hopefully it'll be up in 2025 because I really like that ride a lot. Do you remember the name of that in Carowinds? Jen can't remember either, so at least it's not just me. So, Soak City opened at noon today. The rest of the park opened at 11. Soak City always opens an hour later than whenever the park's scheduled opening time is. So let's do a quick look at Soak City. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep in there. I'm not super comfortable with taking a camera into a water park. But I do want to at least see if it's as crowded as I'm expecting it to be. That's probably where the bulk of the crowd here is going for the summer season. That's right, Jen reminded me the Carowinds version of that ride is the Do-Si-Do. Funny how I forgot that already. It's only been a week since we were there, a little over a week. Here's their drop tower, King's Dominion. Creatively named Drop Tower. It's one of the larger ones. It's kind of like a sister to the one at Kings Island, like most things between King's Dominion and Kings Island. The one at Kings Island is a little bit of a taller tower, but it slows you down sooner than this one. So this one actually has a longer free fall than the one at Kings Island. So yeah, Soak City Water Park is just an offshoot of Candy Apple Grove. You go halfway through Candy Apple Grove and here's your entrance to the water park. We were torn between visiting 3 parks today. This park, Dorney Park, or Busch Gardens. Dorney Park also has a connected water park like this Busch Gardens does not. Busch Gardens does have an associated water park, but it's about one exit down the interstate from Busch Gardens, so that park may be a little bit less crowded. Everybody might be flooding the water park. So, let's see. Hey, you get a great view of Racer from here. This is an angle of Racer that you can't really get unless you're in the water park. I just wish the train was actually going by. And follow the pathway under the Racer 75. And you can also get a great view of Backlot Stunt Coaster over
First
here.
aid staff and water park supervisors are available throughout the area. Should you have any questions or need assistance, please follow.
That one actually is running, so you can actually get a good view of that here. Yeah, so that's cool. Oh, if you want, hi. So you get, if you go through Soak City, you get a nice view of some of the back areas of some of the coasters that you don't get if you're not going through Soak City. Let's see. It actually doesn't look too crowded down there. This is about as far as I'm comfortable going. I really don't feel super comfortable even going this far right now, but yeah, it doesn't seem like the crowds are all that bad in here right now, even though I didn't go very deep in there. But yeah, there's a quick look at a piece of Soak City. That's about it. I'm gonna turn around. I'm not taking the camera any deeper in there. Really, I haven't even been here with or without a camera very often. It's probably been several years since I was back in Soak City. We don't do water parks much. Water slides tend to beat us up, so we try to avoid them. I will, at the very least, I can go over here and take a quick look at the map. They do have a map of Soak City, so you can get an idea of what kind of attractions are here. You can see a wave pool. Of course, a boardwalk fries. What's a beachy area without boardwalk fries? Tidal Wave Bay. Going underneath of the Racer, you actually come to a little bit more too. So that's cool that you get to go directly under the Racer. Here we go. That's what you get at Soak City. And you cannot take bathing suits into the main park, or at least your bathing suit must be covered up when you go back in. So let's head back into the main park.
That's open, the other one's open too.
And here we are back in Candy Apple Grove. Jen didn't want to follow me, she's sitting there waiting for me. Can't say I blame her. Oh man, we just missed the drop tower falling again, that figures. Rain's starting to fall. Let's see. See if I can't do something about this. Wonder why the feed flipped on me. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call this a day on this and start a part 2 when I can fix this issue. I can't believe this camera flipped on me. It started off fine, but yeah, keep an eye out for a part 2. I'm going to stop the stream, but if you've been watching this far, thanks a lot for watching despite the technical difficulties. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.